Alright, how's it going everybody, and welcome to the very first episode of the FIFA 16 Southampton career mode. And yeah, unfortunately I had to add my Aston Villa career mode because both the main file and the backup file were corrupted. And I decided to go with a different team now. I decided to go with Southampton, a team that hasn't been picked too much, at least not on YouTube. Haven't seen too many people do it. They do have a very decent side and a good transfer budget to start off with. So a very nice team to do a career mode with. And I think what my aim is with the series to make Southampton stop being a selling club with their own ambitions to get to the top. So of course we want to win the Barclays Premier League at some point. So yeah, we're gonna put on legendary 6 minutes probably. Keep it on Sterling. Of course our stadium is the St. Mary Stadium. We're gonna download the latest squads. We'll have European competition in the first season, which I believe we should be in the Europa League, which we are, in a group with Rubin Kazan, Thun and Aberdeen, so a group we definitely should go through. So we got some invites for pre-season tournaments, and to be honest I'm not too fussed about this. We already have enough money to make the signings I want to make, and in the first transfer window I don't want to make any big signings because in real life the deals from the summer already happened, so I don't really want to go out and buy somebody for 15 million. We might do that either in January or from the next season on. But let's pick a tournament here. Ooh, let's go to Mexico actually. Yeah, let's go to Mexico. And of course, already we have a ton of emails to deal with. Domestic Cup objective will be to reach the round of 16. We should look for a striker, which I do have on my shortlist as a need. And I have a few good strikers there. And let's see, the league objective. Qualify for the Euro League. That's very fair. I think yeah, we could do that. We definitely could do that. First training session, as you can see, I've gone with Mane, Rodriguez, Ward-Prowse, Van Dijk, and Target. So let's see how they're gonna do. And Ward-Prowse got a B. Everyone else either C or a D. This is how I'm gonna play with this team. It's a 4-4-2 diamond. Definitely my favorite formation in this year's FIFA, at least so far. And of course, I'm not quite sure about Wanyama as a CM. He can play there, but his technical stats aren't really there. Of course, we can train that. It's no problem at all. So we'll see how good he's going to be going forward. Of course, Ward-Prowse has got to be there. He's a very nice young player there. And Tadic, he can play cam. I think he's going to do a very good job there. And up front, we have Mane and Rodriguez, who can also play as a striker. We'll see how that works. In defense, Bertrand, Van Dijk, Fonte, Cedric, and of course Stecklenburg in goal. We see how he's gonna do. Might just put Foster in there if he's not performing. On the bench we have Pele, very nice striker to bring off from the bench. Reed, I'm gonna put there. Ramirez, very good cam there. And Davis. Alright, I just had to change something real quick. So we also have Target on the bench. Together with Corker. Target could be a very nice left back for the future. On reserves we also have some very decent players like Shane Long, Gardos and Oriol Romeu. And also a couple youngsters like Isgrove, Hesketh and Sims, who could be a very decent one. However, since I'm not using a winger in this formation, we might just put him out for a 2-year loan. That could be a good idea. But yeah, that's basically the team. So I'm gonna set up my shortlist, and you'll see that in a second. Right, so there's my shortlist. I definitely want to get Christian Walton as a goalkeeper for development, because both Stecklenburg and Forster are not the youngest anymore. Then I also want a young right back to grow. Iorfa would be perfect, or Timothy Castagne or Wallace, who is from the Brazilian league actually. Then also I wanted to get maybe 2 young centre backs to grow. Michael Keane would be good, of course. And I found this guy, Jeremiah St. Just or St. Juste. He could be very decent, or Jorge Mere from Sporting Gijon Wow. Then I also wanted to get a center mid for depth, maybe 2. Of course, those are also young guys like Will Hughes, Teddy Bishop, and Viktor Kovalenko, and also Lewis Cook from Leeds. Then I also wanted a cam to grow, so a very young one. And I think Yari Schurman is the one I'm looking for there. Or maybe Zach Lau, but Yari Schurman looks pretty decent. We'll see more of him once he's fully scouted. I also wanted to get a striker, maybe even 2 to grow, because both Shane Long and Pele are not the youngest anymore. So you got Douglas Coutinho, Tony Watt, Benik Afobe, and Rubio Rubin, who I pretty much signed only for the name on the shortlist. And those are some very decent striker options there. So we'll see once they're fully scouted who we're gonna go for. So now that we've progressed today, the board sent us the EuroLeague objective, which is to reach the final. Interesting. Very, very interesting, because English teams do so well in Europe, don't they? First game of the preseason tournament against Real Sociedad. Skip 0-0. Another training session. Let's see how the lads are gonna do. And oh, look at Target getting an A. And in every single stat that's been trained, he's gone up. That's very nice. Second game of the preseason tournament, we're playing against Monarcas. And we'll skip to the end. 2-0, goals by Shane Long and Seeger. And Corker picked up an injury. Hopefully it's not too bad. 6 weeks. Wow. A massive injury right away. Fortunately though, I don't think the Premier League season starts until 6 weeks, so it's not too bad. So now we have all of our players fully scouted. So I think the first to go for is Christian Wharton. It's a rival team. Well, he's gonna get hated by Brighton fans, but I don't give a shit. 1.5 million should be good. So I think Timothy Castagna could be a very nice right back for the future. Already 71 rated at only 19 years. And I think we could get him for 2 million, which is amazing. Michael Keane is always a good choice if you're doing a career mode with an English team. And you can pick him up for very cheap. I think that's just another 2 million, which is basically nothing. Here we have Jeremiah St. Juste and this guy from SC Heerenveen. He could be a real gem. I know what you're probably looking at right now is the 78 acceleration, 77 sprint speed. But what I'm looking at is the 76 stand tackle, 74 slide tackle, 70 overall at only 18 years old. That is truly amazing. And that's why we'll have to pay probably around 2.3 million, but he's worth that easily. I think I want to go for Viktor Kovalenko. Could be a very nice player to have. And I think about 2.5 million could be alright. I told you guys that I wanted a cam, but now that I thought about it, I kind of want to train up Jake Hasketh this season and see how he's going to do. And since the guy who I like the most out of this group, Lucas Anderson, is unavailable anyways because he's on loan at Willem, I think it's the best to just see how Hasketh's going to do. I just really like Tony Watt. He could be a very nice striker to have. And we don't have to pay too much either. 1.5 million, it's basically nothing. You know what? Just because I've never heard of this guy, let's go for Rubio Rubin. He looks very decent. He's only 5'11", so it's a bit unfortunate that he isn't faster. But pace doesn't matter anyways. He's not in career mode, and especially not in this year's FIFA. So let's try to go with maybe 800k. See if they take it. Another match in the Champions Trophy, this time against NYCFC. Could have been actually quite interesting to play that, but as far as I can tell, Villa and Pirlo aren't playing anyways, and Tadic and Mane score, so let's skip to the end. 5-0, wow. 3 goals by Mane and 2 goals by Tadic. That is astonishing. Okay, so looks like everybody wants Timothy Castagna. Already got 1.4 million added to our transfer budget. It's very decent. Alright, we have 3 transfer offers accepted. That's very nice. So it's first offer Christian Wharton contract. See, 4.6k. Is he gonna take a future sporadic first team player maybe? Kovalenko wants 15k, and I think we'd be alright putting him on a sporadic first team player. And also Charlton Athletic accept the offer for Tony Watt, so we get a very nice young striker. And he's gonna take a sporadic first team player. Wow, everybody wants Castagne. So Herenveen have accepted offer for Jeremiah St. Just. So let's see. Maybe he's gonna take sporadic first team player. Burnley want 2.9 million for Michael Keane. I think 2.5 is what you meant. Utrecht want 1.7 million for Rubio Rubin. So let's try 1.3. The semi-final of the Champions Trophy against Torino. And we won it on pens. Wow, and Winyama got sent off and Van Dijk is injured. Okay, so Herenveen have received a bid of 2.3 million for Jeremiah St. Just. He accepts our contract offer. He's gonna be ours, isn't he? Oh, Van Dijk is also out for 6 weeks. Brilliant. More money, this time 2.1 million. Very nice. Another training session. Let's see how my players are gonna do. Ooh, Hesketh with a B. Pretty solid. And James Ward-Prowse has gone up to a 72 in dribbling. So we have a few accepted contract offers. We've got Christian Walton coming into the team, which I'm very excited about. Also, Kovalenko is going to join us. And last but not least, Tony Watt. Yes. Oh, no. No. Oh, come on. Why did... What? They told me they want 2.9 million and then just sell him to another club for less money. What the hell? Right, so I guess we're gonna have to go with a different right back. And I think I want to go with Dominic Iorfa. He looks pretty decent and he's English. Alright, so St. Just is gonna join the team, which I'm very excited about. Very good, very young centre back. And Utrecht have accepted for Rubio Rubin. Let's give him those 9k and 5 years. Sporadic first team player. And Burnley have also finally accepted for Michael Keane. It's looking very nice for us. Besides Castagna, that's kind of pissing me off. Right, so now Middlesbrough want to steal Iorfa from us. So hopefully we can sign him up real quick. The final of the Champions Trophy. I actually put up my second team, so it's going to be interesting how they're going to do. Pele right away with a goal. Sim to the end, and we've won the Champions Trophy. 2 goals by Pele and 1 goal by Gutierrez, who by the way is a very nice centre mid to sign. Way, we won it. And Wolves have accepted our contract offer for Iorfa. So let's give him those 8k, 5 years. And sporadic first team player. So the board is happy with our performance in the Champions Trophy. I mean, why not? 2.5 million more to our transfer budget, which is of course very useful. And Rubio Rubin has accepted our contract offer, so he's gonna join us for 1.3 million. Now the Middlesbrough offer for Iorfa has been accepted, but if he accepts our contract offer before he accepts their contract offer, he's gonna be ours. Another training session. This time we have 3 new players in there. Tony Watt, St. Just and Christian Walton. So let's simulate it and see how the new boys are gonna do in the first training session. Walton right away with an A. That's amazing. Very nice. And Ward-Prowse soon's gonna be a 76 overall. He's gone up to a 79 in ball control. Ooh, Sheffield Wednesday have offered 1.4 million for Iorfa. Interesting. But, haha, he's gonna be ours. That was weird. And Michael Keane is also going to be a new player for Southampton Football Club. Alright, so Luton Town are going to take Ryan Seeger on a 2-year loan, which I'm very happy with, because now we have quite a few strikers and he's probably not going to get too much playing time with us. Another training session again with a couple of the new guys. So let's simulate that and see how they're going to do. And Walton's going to go up to a 66 overall, getting better at all of his goalkeeping stats. At least those 3 we are training. Transfer offer for Dominic Gabe, 20 years old and only 60 overall, so he's probably not going to be that great. I'm trying to get 240k out of this, but if they don't want to pay that, I might just take the 210. Transfer offer for Cuco Martina. He's a new signing, but now that I've got Iorfa, who's probably better and younger, I might just loan him out for this season and probably sell him on in the next one. So Crew Alexandra are gonna match the 240k counter offer for Gabe. And looks like he's gonna be out. More training, yay! Simulate that. And let's see. Oh, nobody going up. Wow, everybody got a D. Never seen that one before. Haha, everyone got a D. I still want to sell a lot of my players, because we have a huge squad right now. And there's a transfer for Lloyd Isgrove, who I'm not having any plans with for the future. So I think if we could get the full price for him, or maybe let's just ask for $1 million, you know, because he is a pretty decent player. Korkos back from injury, which is very good, and we've also sold Dominic Gabe to Crew Alexandra. And that's gonna be it for the first episode of the Southampton career mode. We went through the entire preseason, through the transfers and the tournament, of course, within this video, so it could be that it's quite long, but to be honest, now that I have to start a new career mode, I just wanted this to get done and get to the games in episode 2, which the first one's gonna be against Newcastle. Let's see, next one's gonna be against Everton, and I'm not sure if we can include 3 games in the episode, but if so, we'll also have Watford in there. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.